Alright, baby. Get back on the beef. Get back on the beef. I think I'm ready to crank it up. I'll do a little cleanup on it. Everything fires up and looks good, sounds good. We'll mount it in the 30 horse short shaft tiller over here, shaking his hand. I'm going to swap out the roller, clean this up, swap out the whole assembly. I can see right now the roller's better. There's no flat spots on it. But let me get this cleaned up, get this on, get the bucket filled up with water, get ready to fire this puppy up. Looks good under there. Alright, spring. Now, I've already cleaned the other one all up and it took all the black paint off, so I'm going to use the clean one. I don't know if you can see that. Right there's that flat spot. See how it's wore down right there? So when it would hit that, it looks like two flat spots. It's kind of reflecting in the light there. So when it would hit that flat spot, it would just slide. It wouldn't roll. That's why it wasn't opening right where it needed to open. Now I could have just pulled this off. I'm trying to watch this and this at the same time. Could have just pulled the little O-ring there off and replaced it, but I just didn't like the way this thing just seemed like it was kind of like flopsy-wopsy. Right that way. Okay. Yes. See, when I was pulling down on that other one, it just seemed like it was kind of goofy. She's beautiful. I think you can see those two marks up there. Bring her down. Coming around. Oh, it's doing the exact same thing as the other one. Now that might be a problem. See, when I back it up, it moves, but moving it forward, I'm not seeing it move. Right there, it just starts to move. And it's just a little bit over. It's not dead center between those marks. Now, why? And I'm out of adjustment over here on the carb. I can't close it anymore. I'm wondering if maybe this cam, because that roller had a flat spot, if this cam has a flat spot. Boy, it sure looks, I don't know if you can see it, what I'm seeing, but you see that mark? Looks scratched right there. And the way I'm looking at it in this lighting, there's like a scratch mark there. Wow, I can really see it. That's weird, right? Yeah, I can see that friggin' mark. There it goes now. Yeah, see, this one's doing the same thing. Watch, this whole thing moves. I always watch over here. I'm not watching over here. I watch over here until this starts to move. Then I look back where it's at. But if you watch here, see, it's moving. But this isn't moving. It's just doing the exact same thing the other one's doing. It's like bending. That's crazy. Wow, yeah, it's rolling, it's perfect, but it's not opening the frickin' butterfly. It's just doing the same thing where this is just, this is doing nothing. See, I can look in here too and see the butterfly right there. It starts to open. Exact same spot as the other one. So that's a little bit weird. And like I said, I don't think I've got anything left on that adjustment. I think it's all the way. I'd almost need a longer piece here, and this thing is tight. There's no real play in there. Yeah, see, I can't go any farther with it. I can go forward, but I can't go backwards. Huh. Well, tighten her up and see. Not a whole lot I can do. Unless I bend something. Can this be bent? You know, dead center is going to be just off a hair. So we're going to have to run with it like that. Another way you could do it is put a larger size roller. That may be the problem. Both of these rollers may be a little bit wore out. But this one is spinning. It doesn't have a dead spot. Yeah, it's spinning all the way. On the older outboards, you know, you can adjust these cams. You know, the 2 nuts underneath gives you a little adjustment. But I don't know if it can be done on this. I can see 2 nuts right there, 2 little bolts. But it doesn't look to me like there's any adjustment on it. Look at that. You can see right there where that thing is wore. Ooh, I almost feel like I could feel it. Oh yeah, baby, new batteries for my, what was this thing, 1300 lumen or something. You know, unless there's some kind of a groove in the metal up there, I don't think. I can try it. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Boy, that flashlight about blinded me. Just a reflection off of there. Uh-oh. I think it does move, but it looked like it might have been already all the way out. Nah, it's just moving up and down because I'm loosening the little bolts. I can try it, pull on it, tighten it up. We tried, it don't need much. Nope. Wait a minute. It is working now. Boom. Ha ha ha, it worked. Right in the middle, right? It's close enough for me. That worked. Somehow, some way. A little bit of play. Pull that damn thing up. Unbelievable. Climb her up. See if anything's gonna leak. Nope. Nice and firm on the pump. The primer is pinched off. Set this up about fast start. Get that right about there. These things are probably going to come flying off because this thing's going to start shaking. I might have to hold my hand over it again because no primer. Come on, baby. See them sparks flying? Of course, I've turned it the wrong way. Woo. Nothing like two-stroke on a Sunday. It's idling right before the 2 marks. That's the carb idling. As the roller rolls in, it's starting to open that carb. And when it gets in the middle, the carb butterfly starts to open. That's the timing. And the motor takes over on the carb. She sounds good. get this screwdriver in here because of the linkage. Boy, it didn't take much at all. Do you hear that? I mean, I barely turned that thing an eighth of a turn. Leaning it out, turning it inward. She sounds good. There's a ton of water in there. The B hose is disconnected, not shooting out. So it's filling up in there. Yeah, I got to get some alligator clips for that push button. Sounds sweet. Sounds better than it did before I changed the bypass cover and adjusted the cam. That knee hose hooked up, it's flooding it out. I don't want it spraying all over the friggin' ground. Wow, she sounds good. Let me cut that hose so it sprays in the bucket. Good. Whoa, what happened? I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch nothing. Primer bulb empty. Alright, pumped it back up. That fuel pump not sucking the gas all the way up from the tank. Yeah, it ran a pretty good while there. If it would have run the bowl out faster if it wasn't pumping. See, I'm way down on past the 2 marks, not way down. Right at it. You can move this camera, you can get a better look at it. See the 2 marks? That's where I like it. That's about 1 full roll into the 2 marks. Boom. Not quite a full roll, but right when it gets in dead center, start opening the butterfly. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. You might be able to see it this way. Watch that butterfly in there. Maybe not. As it moves forward, it's rolling in. Right there, the butterfly's starting to open. There it closes. Right between the 2 marks. I don't know if you can see the butterfly, but it's opening and closing. Pretty damn good. Uh-oh. It's pretty damn good where it's at. What happened there? Where's my starter button over here? I'm just going to touch this on there, I think. Let's see. Don't tell me there's no gas getting up there again. Nope, empty again. Son of a... Oh, it's leaking. Look at it squirting out. Hold on. Hey, he's sucking air, baby. You get this where I reach all the screws and tighten her down. Oh yeah, look at that. Two mounting screws were loose, the bottom screw was loose. Wow, look at that, almost a full turn. Half turn. Quarter turn. Alright, let's see now. Pumping her up. Nice and tight. No leak. Sounds like she might be struggling a little bit for some reason. Bit in gear. Oh, baby. Didn't miss a beat. Whoa, it wants to go forward. Can't hold it. Watch this. Whoa. Go reverse. I think I was hitting the inside of the barrel. So, you know, once it's on the boat, fine tune it in, idle speed. It's a little higher now, but just full with it, and I'm barely even touching it. I like my motors to run a little high. She sounds good, man. I still got to rewire everything, get rid of the big red plug. I'll do all that when it's in there. Or maybe I should just finish it up on here. Either way, it's already on here, might as well. Driver bolt staying good. Stop screw was way open. Don't want it to come down too far. Probably use a little Loctite on it. Put a nut on it. time I was killing it like this instead of choking it, which just cutting the air bleed off there. Cool, man. I'm happy. I'm happy. So that's it for today. Just wanted to test this out, see how that pump was going to do, how the bypass cover was going to do. It seems fine. It sounds better than it did before. It's obviously got lots of power. Like I said, I'll finish it up on here, the wiring and stuff, get it in the other shorty, and it's almost done. If I could find a day where I can get a full day on it, I'll get more done, but I didn't get started again until late today with all the crap I'm trying to get caught up on. But we should be good to go, baby. This thing's gonna rip too.
You know the channel. Oh yeah, baby.